Bethany Bosworth. And hello, welcome. It's Bethany Bosworth, and I have such an honor today. I get to speak to a beautiful mother of three who has had an incredible story of a sudden health challenge that arrived in her life. And she has had an amazing transformation just using some very simple tools that we are working with to bring to people, to help people to figure out all of the pieces of the puzzle to their health challenges, and how do they up-level their health, how do they nourish their bodies, how do they detox their bodies. And so I'm just so privileged to be able to speak to Vanessa Moreno today. And so we're coming on live on Facebook. Thank you for joining us. And we're just, like I said, we're putting the word out. We're trying to reach as many people as we can and just help people to see how simple it can be to be supported in what your body needs in order to come back into balance. So I'm going to just invite Vanessa to come on and just share with us your story and what was happening for you in your life, and what happened when you found out things were going a little awry for you.
Well, thank you, Bethany, for letting me share my story. So I am 33 years old. I am a mom of three. I've got a almost 14-year-old, a 7 and an 8-year-old. So I'm always on the go, super busy. My kids are involved in sports. So not sure how I split myself in three, but somehow I do. So one morning I actually had woken up with just blurred vision out of my left eye. And so I thought, it's got to be from, I always work on the computer. So I thought, and my eyes just must be acting crazy today. A couple days later passed, I was still the same way. Went to go and try to get it checked out, thinking it was something super simple. So um it was just like everything all at once going on, right? I had high blood pressure, which I developed after having my third child. Um, and so then the loss of vision in my left eye. So when I got it checked out, I was told that I had a lot of hemorrhaging and I was leaking from the veins in my eyes, and that was causing the blurred vision. So of course, I had to get it worked on. I was also diagnosed with autoimmune, my high blood pressure. I also was being monitored for high red blood cells. They It was just a really bad pattern of everything, and it was so scary, but because it all attacked me all at once. It wasn't like 1 month this and then I developed later on. It was just everything attacked me all at once. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I didn't know anything other than, high blood pressure, because I had looked into it. I already had knew a little bit about it, but everything else I didn't. So I was scared, and I remember one day just praying and praying and praying, like something has got to give, something has got to come up. And I came across a Facebook post with Purium. Didn't know nothing about Purium. It was actually Yarrow who had posted it. And actually, Yarrow and I weren't even friends on Facebook. It was like a friend of a friend and shared her post, and that's how I came across it. And so I started Purium in mid-October, I want to say, and I have had the healthiest blood pressure levels. My glucose levels are amazing. I'm sleeping, which before I had so much trouble sleeping. It's just, constant on the go, being um, just thinking, wondering how I could help myself and, just trying to get out there to figure something out, and I was prescribed medication. However, I had decided not to take that medication just because I wanted to try and heal myself and I wanted to find the root cause. And long and behold, Pirium has helped me overcome so many things. I even wonder if I'm the same person I was last year, being diagnosed with so many things all at once. And I actually get to enjoy being a mom. I actually get to enjoy being there with my kids and actually living in the moment. Before I was there, but I wasn't there emotionally. I wasn't there physically. Now I'm enjoying every moment, and Purium has saturated, nourished my body so much, and I've had amazing results.
It is such an amazing story, and it really is just it's hard to really grasp how simple it can be, how when we give our bodies the tools, the nourishment that it needs to support it in doing what it's naturally designed to do, which is to repair itself. We have these innate repair mechanisms, just like our body knows what to do with calcium when we have a broken bone, but if there's not enough calcium there, then how does it repair? And so just this nutrient saturation is oftentimes the missing piece of the puzzle for people. Can you, and then also the detoxing, the removal of the pesticides, the removal of the herbicides. We talk a lot about glyphosate and the gut lining, and how that often leads to a compromise. The glyphosate, which is in the conventional farming methods, that the glyphosate leads to the phenomenon of leaky gut and gluten intolerance, which can subsequently lead to autoimmune disorders because we have contents of the colon leaking into the rest of our bodies, and then the immune system is triggered and it starts attacking the areas of the body where these toxins end up. So you can start to see how this all makes sense. So it is a beautiful system. It's pretty easy. What was your experience getting on the system?
So, day one was difficult for me. My body was so acidic at that time that the taste was just not for me. I remember sipping it very slowly, like just struggling. And I did, I made myself drink it because I knew my body needed some. My body was calling for help, and I needed to give it the help. So after actually day one, day two, I didn't have no problem. Day three, my body was actually craving it, and it just seems so unreal, right? Like just day two, day three. No, there's no way. It takes longer than that. No, my body in thanked me, for giving it what it needed, and so it wasn't hard after that, and I crave it, the taste. I could just right now, I can just taste it in my mouth, and I'm like, maybe I should, whip me something up here in a bit, and just the vitamins, the supplements, the biomedic, the super aminos, everything is just so easy for me to take. And day two, it also with the energy, I felt it right away. I remember just being like, whoa, like I woke up feeling like a brand new person, like I had slept for days. And I took the apothecary the night before, which was also another one that I struggled with, but I still did it. But day two, I noticed results right away, but my body needed so much help. And Purium helped me get there, and I come from a background where, I mean, we were eating anything and everything, didn't realize I didn't even know what glyphosate was, I didn't know, I didn't understand leaky gut. I didn't understand um the sugar, in the body, and I didn't understand all of it. And now I'm like, well, now I know what happened, I know exactly what I was doing, and now I'm giving my body what it actually needs, and I've never felt better at 33. I mean, even younger, I didn't feel this good.
So what has this meant for you as a mom going forward in your life?
So as a mom, I've been just very, very thankful. It was a huge scare for me. My kids were always in the back of my mind, as far as, where I was gonna be next month, where was I gonna be, in 6 months, health wise, right? Like where was I gonna be? Was I gonna be able to be there for my kids, And when I took this into my hands and I started feeling better, and I said, okay, this is what I'm going to keep doing. And I have also introduced it to my kids. Yes, we did struggle longer than one day, longer than a week. We struggled, and I was, just throwing it in their juices. We were juicing oranges, just kind of just throwing it in there, making colorful things with them. I homeschool them. So we turned it into a little, science health project, and I've noticed such a difference in my children. I've noticed, I mean, their sleeping patterns, they would get up in the middle of the night because we were also transitioning them, into their own bedrooms before they would all sleep together. And now they sleep the whole night. I've had to get rid of a lot of um, dyes, in my house that I didn't know were bad for kids. I had an incident with actually my older child. She had a red soda. I think she had like 3 that day. Didn't even realize until she started acting up, and acting up, like, I'm saying, she's throwing herself on the floor, she's kicking, screaming, and she's almost 14 years old, right? You don't expect that. And so I couldn't figure it out, and I remember telling her, "Hey, stop that, what are you doing?" And I could not figure out why she was acting like that, and she actually, when I talked to her, she says, "Mom, I don't know why I'm acting like this. I don't want to, but my body's making me act like this." Like, it was a mental thing, like, it was weird. And then it clicked to me that she well, it didn't click to me. When I opened the trash can, I saw 2 of the sodas in there, and then one was already on the table. And so I said, "Could this be it?" No. So then, of course, I start looking into it, and I'm like, wow, it is the stuff that we put into our body, of how we act, how we sleep, how we function, how mental clarity, that we have, how good, we feel and we don't feel about ourselves. It does make a difference. And I don't want to set my kids up for failure. So I've been doing everything to put Purium into my children as well.
I am just so proud of you and so amazed by you and your commitment to your children and to yourself primarily. Like, we moms are so conditioned to put everybody else ahead of us, but we know that unless we fill our own cup first, we are not going to be able to overflow on the people in our lives that we wish to in the way that we wish to. So I just want to honor you for everything that you're doing. And now you have come into the Purium community because of the support and your experience. And would you like to share at all about that and your thought process on why you've decided to partner and come on with Purium as a brand partner and being able to share this with people?
Yes, I did join Purium, and I my why as to joining Purium means so much to me. I have so many family, friends, neighbors, a lot of people that, are Could use, the supplement, could use the saturation, these nutrients, to their body. And especially to moms, my age, or, even dads, my age, I want them to know that there is a way to heal ourselves through food. Sometimes we don't know how to eat good. We don't know what we can eat and not eat, or sometimes we're like, "Oh, that's too expensive, that's not I don't wanna put that, or I don't wanna buy that, it's gonna go bad." Whatever excuse we may be giving ourselves, and Purium makes it so easy for us. It's like in the palm of our hands, right? Like, it's there, just, it's just having to take it. And so my why as to reaching out to a lot of the ones who I truly love and who I'm really close to, and helping them feel better, is why I joined, Purium, and I'm so excited for this journey.
I am so excited for you as well. Thank you. Thank you for sharing it with people, and thank you for your heart for helping people, because that's what this mission is all about. The mission statement of Purium is to end human suffering with the assistance of nutrition, and actually, I mean, they're doing it, and they're also helping to end the suffering of the planet through the compostable plant-based packaging. So these foods are not going to contain the microplastics that are in other supplements and other shake powders, other protein powders. You really have to look at the containers even. And so the family, this is a family. And so I'm so excited to have you as part of this family, and I'm so excited to see what amazing goodness you're going to bring to all of your loved ones and all of the people that you're reaching. And so I would just invite you to, if you have anything last words to say to anybody that's watching this. And I always want to just say to people, we're not making any medical claims. We are just providing testimonies and stories about what can happen in your body and how your body can be supported by this concept of nutrient saturation and detoxing. Those are the two key components that a lot of Western medical people don't really talk about, that they can be quick to prescribe pharmaceuticals, but not, like you said, get to the root of the problem. So what would you say to anyone that's watching that's maybe struggling in their bodies, or a little bit unsure if they're, the investment is less than $100 a week? I mean, what would you say to people that are concerned about any of the things that you might encounter when you're dealing with something like this?
If it's in the back of your mind, if you already have a seed that's planted there, and it's just, you're thinking and thinking, reach out to me, reach out to Bethany, reach out to, I mean, anyone that you might know, with Purium. And many of us can answer questions, like Bethany says, it's not, a cure. It's not, we're not trying to say that this is all going to go away, but our bodies do need help. And Purium has made it the easiest way to help us, with whatever we can be struggling with, health wise. And Purium stands by 100% everything behind them. They do want to end world suffering. And again, it could just be, oh, well, I'm not too sure, give it a try. It's all you can do is give it a try. You don't like it, there is the 60-day money back guarantee. But I'm almost positive that your body is going to thank you for doing it. I know mine did. And just if it's in the back of your head, do it.
What do you have to lose? It is just, give it 30 days, 90 days. We are coaching people through it. You get a personal coach to come with you and to hold your hand through this. You're not by yourself. This isn't where you just buy a product and you're on your own. You have support. You have a family of people, a community, if you desire, that is just, we're constantly educating, we're constantly providing calls to jump on and to understand more and more about why you want to do what this is doing for you. So I I really thank you, Vanessa, for your beautiful heart and for your willingness to share stories. And I just am sending you so much love and gratitude and wishing you the best and the most success. And I know that with the commitment that you have, that this is really going to be a blessing to everyone that you touch in the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bethany.
And thank you for everyone that's joining us. And please do reach out to us. Vanessa is such a beautiful soul. And so please reach out and see what can happen for you. Thank you.
Thank you.